What up, the world? Once again, it's your man, Dr. Short, and welcome to another episode of Dr. Short Talking and Doing Stuff. And today we got 15 indicators that it may be time for you to start looking for another job or start looking for something to do. Now, I am not telling anybody to go and quit their job and look for another job. That is not what I'm saying. I just have some indicators here by experience, what I know, what I felt, and what I've seen, that it may be time for you to look for a new job or look for something else to do. Now, I have had a lot of jobs. Now, I've had a long military career, but within that career, I probably had about 12 different jobs. And then I went on to be a educator in secondary education. And then after that, an administrator and leader and educator in healthcare. So I've had those times that I know and I felt, and I've counseled and I've seen people who felt these things also, giving them these indicators that it may be time for them to start looking for another job or looking for something else to do. Now, let's go ahead and get into it. Number one, you had an awesome weekend, but around 6 p.m. every Sunday, you start hating life. If you had an awesome weekend and it was great and wonderful and you felt good all weekend and around 6 p.m. Sunday evening, you just start hating life and you just start thinking about the job and all the things you got to do and the fact that you don't want to go in, it may be time to start looking for another job or something else to do. All right. Number two, you wake up every Monday with a stomach ache or headache for no reason at all. You went to bed, you was feeling good, you was good to go. But when it's time to go to work, you wake up in the morning, you got a headache or a stomach ache. Come on now. That's your body telling you that it may be time to look for another job or look for something else to do. Number three, you cannot stand the people you work with. Now, I know we can't choose our coworkers. We can't choose our supervisor. We can't choose. But if you just can't stand the people that you work with and you go in every day and you're just like, oh, I hate this person. I hate that person. First of all, look at yourself in the mirror and make sure it's not you. But, every day you go to work and you just hate everybody. It might not be everybody. It might be you and the fact that you probably need to start looking for a new job or something else to do. Number four, you sit at your desk or wherever wishing you were somewhere else. If you're at your job every day and you wish you were somewhere else, now we all wish when we're at our job, whether it's good or bad, don't we wish we was at the beach or somewhere else a little better? I get that. However, if every time you go to work, you're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. You might try to start looking for somewhere else to be. All right. Number five, you spend a good amount of your time at your job looking for a new job. If the first thing you do when you come in every morning or go into work every morning is log on to other sites to look for posted jobs and log on to USA Jobs and Indeed and Green Door and all those other places to find other employment, if you come into work and start looking for another job, it is probably time. You probably doing the right thing. It's time for you to start looking for another job. Good luck. I hope you find that job. All right. So, number six, you use sick leave or sick days when you're not sick. So you're using your valuable time because your leave is like your money. So you're spending your money, either sick leave or sick days or even your vacation days. You're just using your vacation days to lay up at home, or you're saying you're sick and you're not sick just because you don't want to come into the job. It may be time to look for a new job or something else to do. All right. Number seven, you're easily frustrated. The littlest thing, the smallest thing frustrates you and gets on your nerves, and things that are really normal and not that big of a deal get on your nerves and get under your skin. If that happens, it might be time for you to look for a new job or something else to do. Number eight, you have reached your full potential at that job. So you feel like you can't go any further. You've done everything that you can do at that job and you don't want to do anything else. It may be time for you to look for a new job. All right. Number nine, you have no desire to learn about the organization its mission, or its vision. If you are at the job and you like, you know what, I don't want to learn about this place. I don't want to learn who's who or what's what. I don't want to learn the organizational structure. I don't want to know. I don't care about the mission, the vision, what we do. I just want to come in, punch the clock, do my little work and go home, max the minimum. If that's what you're doing, you probably don't belong there. It might be time for you to look for a new job or something else to do. Number 10, you're a creative person, but you have no desire to use your creativity or innovation in the organization. If you're a creative person, most creative people, they want to let their light shine and let their gift show everywhere they go. But if you got this gift of creativity and innovation and you're dimming that light and you're like, you know what? I know I could do this. I could make this better. I could innovate this. I could change this. I could improve this process. You know that you can do it, but you don't want to do it and you don't do it. You might want to take your gifts of creativity and innovation somewhere where you want to use them. It may be time for you to look for a new job or something else to do. All right. Number 11, the money doesn't matter. You're willing to take a pay cut. If you're like, you know what? I hate this job so much that I don't mind giving up a few thousand to get another job, something I like. It may be time for you to do that. A lot of times working for the money is not worth it, especially when you're a little older. When you're my age and you're working for the money, your time is more valuable than your money at a certain age, at a certain time. And if you feel like, you know what, my time is more valuable than the money they're paying me, I'll take a pay cut to go do something better or something else, then it may be time for you to start looking for a new job or something else to do. All right. Number 12, it's simply not what you want to do. If it's not what you want to do, continue to look for a job that, that will make you feel fulfilled, something that you want to do. Just because you got a job doesn't mean you have to, stop looking for a job. If you feel like this is not what I want to do, but I already signed a contract and I want to be loyal and this and that, you know what? Loyalty is a good thing, but at the same time, you don't want to spend the rest of your life doing something that you don't want to do, being unhappy. So, think about that. All right. Number 12, number 13, it goes along with number 12. No self-actualization. Everybody remembers Maslow's hierarchy of needs if you studied philosophy. And, self-actualization, that's, feeling good about yourself and what you do, or when what you do gives you a sense of fulfillment, a sense that you're doing something and that's worthwhile. If you don't have that feeling that you're doing something worthwhile and you're fulfilled, it may be time to look for a new job or something else to do. All right. Number 14, you're disengaged. So everybody, what is engagement? Engagement is when you come to work and you feel a connection with your organization, a connection with your organization's mission, a connection with the people in the organization, which reflects in the work that you do. So if you feel disengaged, that you have no connection with your organization, that you have no connection with the people around you, that you have no connection or don't give a care about the organization and its mission, that means you're disengaged. And that means you may need to find a place where you will be engaged. Time to look for a new job or something else to do. All right. And number 15, you either don't take the annual work climate assessment survey or just pick C to get it done. So most organizations do some type of annual survey to get a pulse check of the climate of the organization, how the employees feel in the organization. When that survey comes out, if you're like, you know what, I'm not even going to bother taking that survey, or you just pick C, back in the day, in high school on the test, and, you didn't know the answer or care to answer the question, you just pick C. So if you just picking C to get the survey done because you feel like you got to do it, or your supervisor, like everybody must do it. And you're just like, okay, let me get it done. I'll pick C and just hurry up and get it over with without putting any thought into it. Then it may be time for you to look for a new job or something else to do. A lot of organizations, those survey metrics matter, and they actually do take action and do things for the employees based off of those surveys. But if you don't care about the organization enough to actually fill out the survey, put some thought into it, and actually use the survey as your voice. If you don't do that, then it may be time to leave that organization. It may be time to, or not leave the organization. It may be time to look for something else to do or look for a new job. Again, I want to put out there that I'm not telling anybody to leave their job, but in all the jobs that I've been in, so like I said, I've been in a lot of jobs. So, over my lifespan, like I said, during my time in the military, I probably had 12 or 13 different jobs. And then when I was an educator in secondary education, I had 2 different jobs. And then in healthcare, I've had 3 different, actually 1, 2, 3. I've had 4 different jobs since I've been in healthcare. And there were those times when I realized that, you know what, it's time for me to start looking for a new job, because usually you just don't have one of these indicators. Usually you have a few of them at the same time. So yeah, there were times where I came into the job and the first thing I did was popped open, those job sites to try to, to look for other jobs. And, there were times when every little thing frustrated me. There were times where, I took the survey and I just, let me just go ahead and get this done for the sake of turning it in so I can tell my supervisor, yes, I did the survey. Not putting any heart or not putting any thought into it to give the organization any data to action and make the organization better. Which gives me a number 16. And it's not on my paper here or on my computer, but number 16. If you don't have a desire to make the organization better, then it may be time for you to start looking for a new job or something else to do. All right. And on that, I'm going to put a cap on it. Y'all have a great day or a great night wherever you are. This has been Dr. Short talking and doing stuff. I'm out. Peace.